Hello Dr. Alene and good morning to all of my classmates. The purpose of our presentation today is to spread the message about our customized greeting cards that we make special for the children. But allow me to introduce our group members. My name is NURAIN AZAHRA and the other members of the group is Izzatie, NURUL HANAN, NADHIRAH and CLEMENTINA. This card is perfect for a happy birthday event. Our greeting cards highlight the topic of muscle in our body. We choose that topic because it corresponds to the kids who are going through a growing stage. Second, we want the kids to understand the various types of muscles in their bodies and how they function. By doing so, the kids will also be noticed of the variation between each type of muscle. Finally, we provide them with tips on how to build a strong muscle through a healthy lifestyle. We have included a male cartoon on the greeting cards that is related to our topic and has an eye-catching design.
Next, I will present about our discussion. We held this discussion through Google Meet. The target recipient of this greeting card has been discussed. We choose children, especially elementary school students, to be the recipients. This is due to the fact that kids aged 7 to 12 already can read. Thus, they can readily receive the information and messages contained in this greeting card. Second, we discuss about the main topic of this card. The topic we want to highlight in this greeting card is muscle tissues. The purpose of this is to educate kids about muscle at a young age so they can take good care of them. Lastly, we talk about the suitable application that may be used to design and create this card. Canva is the application we use to design and make this card because it has a lot of elements and features that can be used to design the card. Additionally, this application is easy to use and our group members are already familiar with it.
So next is the problem statement. Our group has been through with two kinds of problems, which are problem while making the greeting cards and problem that related with the topic that we choose. So we move to the problem while making the greeting cards. Firstly, as we know, we as a student now has to learn online, but it is very hard for our group members to share opinion and discuss about this assignment. So next is the illustration of the cell. Our group has decided to put the illustration of the cell in our greeting card, but it is very hard because the muscle cells is very complex and hard to illustrate. So next is the problem that related with our topic, which is muscle cells. We choose this topic because the children are having problem by not being exposed to the type of the muscles in their body, and also they didn't know how to take care of their muscles properly that can bring damage without realize about it.
There are three solutions that we use to solve our problem while doing this project. Firstly, we will create a creative greeting card that contains about muscle to attract the children to read and to know about it. Secondly, we also illustrate the illustration of the cell by using hand drawing so as to be able to show the characteristics of each cell. Next, we also discuss the flow of project through Google Meet so we can share our opinion about our project.
There are three different types of muscle, which are skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. These illustrations are meant to educate children about these muscle structures so they can learn more about muscle. They can also distinguish between the structures of various muscle types. For instance, just muscle cells and nuclei are present in smooth muscle, whereas branching, striation, nuclei and intercalated discs are present in cardiac muscles. Connective tissue, striation, nuclei and muscle fibers are all present in skeletal muscle.
In this card, we include the differences of characteristics for each of the muscle type. There are several characteristics for the muscle to differentiate it. For example, the activity of cardiac muscle and smooth muscle are both involuntary, while the activity of skeletal muscle is voluntary. We list these differences in a table to make it easier for children to get the information about the different type of muscle.
Next, we move to the function of the muscle cells. As we know, muscle cells have 3 types, and each of the muscle cells have carried out different type of function. So, firstly, it is smooth muscle. Smooth muscle make up your organ, blood vessel, digestive tract, skin, and has variety of functions. For example, the circulatory smooth muscle can determine the blood flow in your artery, and also in digestive urinary smooth muscles, it also can help your body to rid out the toxin and waste, and also can help in digestive tract. And lastly, it can help or give function to the integumentary and nervous system smooth muscle. So next is the cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is located at heart, so it will help your heart to pump out blood throughout your body. And lastly, skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle have variety of function such as maintaining body posture, protecting joint and holding them together, and also can control internal movement such as lateral and medial rotation.
So, how to maintain our muscle to be healthy? First, diet. Healthy diet is important to make our muscle become healthy, repair themselves, and function properly. For example, meat, egg, and milk products. Next is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate provide food to perform daily activities and promote insulin to be released so that our muscle can be built. For instance, fruit, vegetables, and grains. Next is fats. Fats like olive oil, fish oil, and walnut will help in muscle recovery. Lastly, vitamin and mineral will always help our muscle to be healthy. Secondly, we must hydrate ourselves to make sure that our muscle become healthy. It is because hydration will provide essential electrolyte for muscle strength. Lastly, exercise. For example, stretching. Stretching will provide our muscle to become flexible and it can sustain any injury from our muscle. It also helps our muscle to reach the full range of motion. In the conclusion, we can conclude that our muscle is very important in our life so that we can live peacefully as a normal human. I think that's all from us. Thank you.